From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, May 9th, 2022. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Here's the latest on the war in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin used a major patriotic holiday to again justify his war in Ukraine, but did not declare even a limited victory or give a signal where the conflict is headed. His forces continued to pummel targets across the country with few signs of significant progress. The Russian leader oversaw a Victory Day parade on Red Square on Monday, with troops marching in formation, military hardware on display, and a brass band blaring to mark the Soviet Union's defeat of Nazi Germany. But his much-anticipated speech offered no new insights to how he intended to salvage the grinding war. Instead, he stuck to allegations that Ukraine posed a threat to Russia, even though Moscow's nuclear armed forces are far superior in numbers and firepower. In news closer to home, authorities are investigating a drive-by shooting that killed a child on the Pine Ridge Reservation. Tribal officers say the shooting occurred at 9 p.m. Thursday on U.S. Highway 18 in Pine Ridge. Witnesses say a vehicle shot at the home and left before officers arrived. Law enforcement officials are asking for information from the public. No further information has been released. Rapid City Police have made an arrest in a string of robberies. Amy Rose has more.
Rapid City Police have arrested a man in connection with 2 early morning robberies. The suspect, identified as 33-year-old Christopher Cermak, held up 2 establishments, obtaining money from one of them. Authorities caught up with Cermak thanks to surveillance videos and positive identification from the clerks of the establishments. He was placed under arrest for 2 counts of second-degree robbery.
Federal investigators confirmed that the buildup of ice on the wings and other parts of the plane was a key factor in a 2019 crash that killed 9 of 12 members of an Idaho family on board an overloaded small plane. The NTSB said in its report on the November 30th, 2019 crash near Chamberlain that the single-engine plane didn't even have enough seats for all the passengers aboard, and 2 people were likely seated in the aisles when it crashed shortly after takeoff. The report also said the plane was about 100 pounds overweight. In national news, the Biden administration says 20 internet companies have agreed to provide discounted service to low-income Americans. The program announced today would effectively make tens of millions of households eligible for free service. The $1 trillion infrastructure package passed by Congress last year included funding that provided $30 monthly subsidies on internet service for millions of lower-income households, $75 in tribal areas. With the new commitment from the internet providers, 48 million households will be eligible for $30 monthly plans for service at least 100 megabytes per second. That makes their internet service fully covered by the government subsidy if they sign up for service with one of the program's providers. First Lady Jill Biden made a surprise visit to Ukraine over the weekend. Chrissy Davies has more.
Jill Biden spent several hours in Ukraine, driving from the border with Slovakia to a town 10 minutes away to see First Lady Olena Zelenska on Mother's Day. Biden is the latest high-profile American to enter Ukraine during the war, while Zelenska's public appearance was her first since Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th. The First Ladies met at a school being used to temporarily house Ukrainian migrants. Biden and Zelenska came together in a small classroom and greeted each other in front of reporters before they met in private. Zelenska and her 2 children have been staying at an undisclosed location for their safety.
Protesters in Poland have thrown red paint on the Russian ambassador as he arrived at a cemetery in Warsaw to pay respects to Red Army soldiers who died during World War II. Ambassador Sergei Andreev arrived at the Soviet Soldiers Cemetery on Monday to lay flowers where a group of activists opposed to Russia's war in Ukraine were waiting for him. Video footage shows red paint being thrown from behind Andreev before a protester standing beside him throws a big blob of it in his face. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Cloudy early and then mostly sunny, and it could be windy with a high of 65. Low tonight, 40. And that was your Daily Slice for Monday, May 9th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose and Chrissy Davies. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.